It's 8 p.m. in Banjul, and this is GRTS News, broadcasting for viewers in the Gambia and around the world. Our top stories this hour. Africell, one of the country's leading GSM operators, launches Impact Foundation to support the giant company's interventions in various development undertakings. Education for All campaign in the Gambia joins the rest of the world to commemorate Global Action Week for Education. In sport, Nema United clinches the first ever title in the history of CAF.
The foundation opens an exciting new chapter for Africell's work here in the Gambia. Social impact is in Africell's DNA. The telecom sector in particular has a unique potential to bring people together for good. For Africell, our success is judged by the positive impact we have on the communities we serve, including here in the Gambia.
For a company with huge investment interests across various socio-economic areas, the launch of the Africell Impact Foundation, according to officials of the GSM company, will generate greater impact in its interventions in social and economic development in the Gambia.
I really speak for all my colleagues when I say that being involved in these projects, which make such a difference in the lives of people within our community, is extremely rewarding. In many cases, for some of us, it's actually very emotional. I myself visited the museum for the first time, a young, naive boy getting exposed to what it was to be Gambian, what our culture and our heritage had in store for us. Oh boy, what I would give to go back to my younger self and let him know that some 30 years in the future, I would be part of something that would transform this place into something magnificent.
Officials hailed the move by Africell Gambia with particular reference to the impact of the foundation on the country's socio-economic development.
I'm happy to say that for the past 18 months, we at the NCAC have worked with Africell to make this project a reality. And this effort culminated in the signing of an agreement between us and Africell in November 21. Since then, Africell, through their management, has provided us the needed material to ensure the safekeeping of the cultural objects while the work is ongoing.
Some companies in more modern world
for the people of the area with the necessary amenities for users. A new generation of highly trained personnel is also being developed by the Africell iLink Academy. Here, the officials toured the facility along the Caraba Avenue stretch. For GRTS News, this is Babka.
Ivory Coast ambassador to Senegal, Gambia, Mauritania, Cape Verde, and Guinea-Bissau, Sekou Touré, to witness the inauguration and reception dinner of the new office in Fajara. Residing in Senegal as the ambassador to the 6 West African countries, His Excellency Sekou Touré said he was delighted to witness such an event of high caliber. He also paid respect to the late Honorary Consul Ousmane Bassi Konate, who served in the role for 34 years.
These circumstances between the Republic of Ivory Coast and the Republic of the Gambia is marked by the interest that the government of Ivory Coast has in the Gambia.
Donc, l'ouverture de ce consulat a aujourd'hui pour objectif de redynamiser les relations diplomatiques entre nos deux pays.
The reopening of the consular
Il s'agit
He further added that the new office can be assured of his support. The diplomatic decree was handed over from Ambassador Toure to the newly appointed Honorary Consul Papa Yusuf Njai. This will be to acknowledge his appointment and assist with his mandate.
Mr. Yusuf
Excellence.
Njai, Honorary Consul of the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire to the Gambia, it is with a lot of honor that I'm handing over to you the flag, the national flag of Cote d'Ivoire. From a military, this means a lot to me, but I trust that you know what the flag symbolizes, that you will honor this flag and execute your functions with utmost dignity.
Electronic engineer, United Kingdom graduate who started with 10 computers, is the CEO of Unique Group. Papa Yusuf Njai was appointed last year as Honorary Consul of Ivory Coast to the Gambia.
The Ivorian community is over 300 here, men, women, children. I met most of them today.
my main focus in the next 12 months is to use the consulate as a platform for economic diplomacy. We hope that a stronger relationship between the two countries will pave a way for investment from both countries, playing a crucial role in the socio-economic development of our countries in terms of the levels of foreign direct investment between the two countries. You know, it's very abnormal that as West Africans or as Africans, there's very little trade among us. But we want to respond to the AFCTA, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Act, and to take advantage of the ECOWAS ETLS scheme. If you visit Cote d'Ivoire, you realize that I'm not saying this because I'm the honorary consul, but I'm going to give you a few statistics. It's a whole different ballgame in terms of industry, agriculture, telecoms, and many other areas. So we want to take advantage of the 300 million people in ECOWAS to create those jobs, transfer skills, and feel the ripple effects in our communities.
He added that this opportunity will bring improved economic cooperation between the two countries and their peoples. Addressing the gathering, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Suleiman Omanjai, said he is confident that the new consul will execute his role as the newly appointed consular.
Therefore, congratulate him and to wish him Godspeed and to tell him that he should really keep the flag flying, both for Cote d'Ivoire and the Gambia. And he also needs to make sure that he enhances the cooperation people to people. It is very important. There is a very good contingent of Ivorian nationals here in the Gambia, and they engage in various sectors of the productive economy of the country. There is also a large contingent of Gambians in Cote d'Ivoire. And really, I think with his intentions, we will see an enlarged cooperation because not everything can be done by embassies and ministries of foreign affairs. Honorary consulates are very important because they reach aspects of the citizenry that embassies and ministries do not actually reach. So his work is really important, just like the work of every honorary consul is.
This new department is expected to strengthen the bilateral cooperation between the Gambia and Ivory Coast. Zainab Janjani for GRTS News. Education for All campaign in the Gambia, IFANET, joins the rest of the world to commemorate the Global Action Week for Education. This year's commemoration emphasizes protecting and safeguarding education at all costs on the theme Protect Education in Emergencies Now. Khadija Bokum attended the ceremony in Soma, Lower River Region, and she files in this report.
Global Action Week for Education is an event which calls for action in the sector of education by all stakeholders, including the government, civil society organizations, and the general public, to reflect on the process made to provide quality education for all. The day also aims to raise awareness and promote actions towards the attainment of Sustainable Development Goal 4 by 2030.
In light of the major emergencies happening all over the world, and there are 22, maybe more important than ever, it is an urgent and strong call on states, world leaders,